Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Today's episode, powered by Hayabusa, is all about progression drills to fix your round kicks. All right, in today's episode, we're talking about progression drills to fix your round kicks. And it's gonna be a two-part series. Part one, we're working on our rear round kick, the big power weapon that we always want to make sure is one of our most powerful and our most technical. And part two, we're going to work one of the more difficult strikes, which would be our switch kick, okay? And again, I'm here at Bazooka Kickboxing every day teaching a lot of beginners, and it's that switch kick that they most likely have problems with. So I'm going to break it down to help you improve it, and these progression drills are just little nice step-by-step ways that are all going to help you give you the best technique. Okay, so progression drills. Now, one of the main things I noticed with the rear round kick, and the biggest mistake, is we don't have the power and the strength to stay on our calf. So a lot of times we'll step, we kick, it falls, and then our foot comes down here. Just like any strike, I want to have the ability to kick and return back to my stance, okay? So progression drill number one is working on stationary kicking, okay? Because a lot of times when we start stepping, you can step the wrong way. Step too much is a big problem, right? How many times have we seen people step and then they have to lean back and be off balance because they're overstepping? Or they understep and then they kick and they fall forward. So finding stationary kicking is very important. One, because you learn your range, but two, it forces you to stay on the ball of your foot and teaches you to pivot. So drill number one, my front foot is pointing right towards my partner, okay? Now the goal is I want to be able to push off my rear calf and create a 90-degree pivot, which means my foot is going to point towards that direction there. So stationary, round and come back. If I'm a little far, I'm going to take a little step closer, staying on here. I'm not stepping, but I'm going to snap, snap. I pivot with a snap, snap. Okay, I use that reference. Snap 90 degrees, snap back. And then my back foot returns, okay? So snap, 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 snap. And you see I'm even loosening up my hands a little bit, but I'm staying stationary. Snap, snap. 90 degree, back to center, and then that's drill number one, okay? So biggest mistakes I see, again, kicking, heel falling down. I gotta stay. The second big mistake I see is not pivoting. So I'll see this, you're standing nice and good, but what's happening is we're not pivoting. I need to turn over to get my hip. I need to land with the blade of my sword, so I need to be able to turn my heel up, which requires a pivot. Pivot and back, okay? Now that I know my spot, my pad holders are gonna stay where they are. From here, I'm going to take a few inches step back. Now, this sequence, I'm going to take a step to that point that I just referenced, right? Drill one was here, stationary. Take a few inches back. I step to this point now, and the same thing as drill one. Snap, snap, 90-degree pivot. Boom, and back to my stance. Take my step out. So now it's going to be a different count. One gets me to the new point. Two, snap, snap. Three, my leg returns. Four, it comes up. 1, 2, 3, front foot comes back. 4. 1, lengthen stance, ball of the foot, boom, back, front, okay? So stepping to that point, pivot, back foot comes back, front foot returns back over the line, okay? So that's that progression drill I'm really looking for, okay? So it teaches you on the ball of the foot. Second one teaches you to step. Now, to make a round kick even more realistic, you're going to add a jab to it, okay? Because in fighting, in realistic ways, you're going to usually add a jab towards the round kick. So now, Diego's going to hold the jab for me. Now, instead of just stepping to that position that we worked on, we're going to jab to that position. So again, I jab here. I'm in this position here. Now from here, I'm going to throw the round kick. 90-degree pivot, okay? Snapping back to my stance, and then I'm going to exit out. Back, boom, okay? So again, I jab to that position, round kick, and then come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now, once you really mastered this footwork, your balance is good, your stepping is good, you're able to pivot, keep all your weight on the calf, this is when you move a little bit, okay? So I could move, and Diego can throw just a round kick or a jab kick. I don't want to focus on the lines now, okay? So we're here, one step, I pivot and come back, okay? If I start overstepping and falling, okay, I got to reset, do the progression drills again. Everything needs to be perfect. One step, one kick, okay? The other mistake people make is they'll do the jab, they jab, and then they'll step again to kick. No, you only get one step, right? So once I jab, this foot's stuck in the ground now, then I kick from here, pivot, and come back, okay? So we move. One step, one kick. Okay, one step, one kick. Good balance. One step, one kick, and return. Okay, so that is the challenge. That's the progression, okay? Starting stationary, twisting and pivoting, coming back to your stance, stepping to that position, and then the most advanced way, you want to be able to jab to that position to set up the kick, okay? Remember, the main thing you got to understand with your stance, everyone is going to have two different types of stances. My first stance is going to be a defensive stance. A defensive stance means I can lift my legs up, and it's a little bit shorter, okay? I can't really attack with power from here. This is why I have an offensive stance, which is longer. So, in theory, when I'm standing here, before I step to kick, I'm able to block. As I step for my round kick, I go into an offensive stance, which allows me to generate more power, okay? So that's the key. So I step to generate power, I kick, I come back, I return my front foot to a defensive stance so I can block, okay? Having that structure in your stance, understanding stance length, defensive and offensive, staying on the ball of your foot, and making sure you pivot and return back is all going to make sure you have the perfect technique for your rear round kick, okay? Very important one. But you got to make sure you stay tuned for next week's video, where I'm going to really break down the switch kick, which to me is one of the most advanced strikes when you want to get the perfect technique. And if you're a beginner, you're going to be overwhelmed with thinking of all the little details, but I'm going to slow it down and break it down for you next week, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, and share Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA with all your friends and family and all your different teammates. And make sure you support the channel by supporting our sponsors. We have Hayabusa by going to Hayabusa Fight, linked in the description below. The T3 boxing glove line, my personal favorite. We also have Perfect Sports Nutrition, right? Using code Bazooka20 gets you 20% off your supplements. Make sure you check out their pre-workout, my personal favorite, the branched chain amino acids and the protein, all that I take on a daily basis. And last but not least, bazookatraining.com, online curriculum taught by me, and you get brand new videos every single Monday. And the best part of it, it's only $9.99 per month. Less than $10 a month, you get brand new videos every single Monday that are broken up. You have home workouts, bag workouts, tutorials, sparring drills, and now there's an archive library of close to almost 300 videos, okay? Lots of learning for less than $10 a month. And what I teach you here, these are all little drills, little tidbits, but if you want the main course and all the details and how we put it together in the bigger system, that's bazookatraining.com, all taught by me online, okay? Next time, we'll see you here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Welcome to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA online training. I'm Bazooka Joe Valtellini, the owner here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Over the past year, I've designed and created a website to teach Bazooka curriculum at home and across the world. The purpose of this website is for you to, one, hit your fitness and health goals, all while learning world-class martial arts instruction from me. The beautiful thing about this website, it's geared for all levels. So if you're learning martial arts for the first time as a beginner, we help you progress into the bigger stages. And if you're a pro fighter, guess what? We have different fight concepts for you to improve your tool set and your skills in the ring or cage. As the fastest rising kickboxing world champion and a lifelong martial artist with over 30 years of experience, I've been able to combine my passion for martial arts and teaching to create this website. This website is going to give you some of the tricks, secrets, and inside look at some of the training I use to win my world title. Once you subscribe to this site, you're going to be getting weekly training videos and tutorials that you can do from anywhere. The sections are broken up into 3 parts. The first is bag workout. So if you have a bag at home or at your gym, you can use these workouts to supplement your training. The second is at-home workouts. A lot of us don't have the room for a bag or a bag in general, so these workouts are for no equipment needed and you can do them anywhere. And finally, the tutorial section. If you're having any problems with a specific technique or fight concept that's covered in any of the workouts, go to the tutorial section, learn the technique, and then go back to the workout, and this time, do it with proper technique. One of the added benefits once you subscribe is the forums section, where you can get a more personalized experience where you can ask questions and I'll be able to go in there and answer them. It's all about building a team and a community of martial artists helping each other grow. So subscribe now to get access to all the videos plus more so you can be part of the squad here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.